A scathing internal report by U.S. Capitol Police reveals several problems that left the force unprepared to handle the January 6th Capitol insurrection. That report being released one day before a congressional hearing on the riot. And NewsNation's Ashley Ketz is here with the key takeaways.
Nicole, in his investigation, Michael Bolton, the Capitol Police Inspector General, found that the department leaders overlooked specific intelligence reports, including a warning that, quote, Congress itself is the target. Leaders also restricted the force's riot response unit from using its most powerful crowd control measures. On January 6th, Capitol Police were quickly overwhelmed by about 800 of President Trump's supporters who pushed past them, then beat and broke windows to get into the building. They were trying to overturn the results of the election as Congress was counting electoral votes. In this 104-page report, Inspector General Bolton found deficiencies throughout the entire department. It offers an extensive timeline of that day, describing how the force scrambled to get lawmakers to safety. It also includes previously unknown conversations between officials as they disagreed about whether to call on National Guard troops to back up the force, with one Army official saying it would be, quote, bad optics. Specific takeaways from the report: 3 days before the riot, department leaders overlooked or ignored reports from its own intelligence unit warning of attacks on lawmakers. They also ordered the force's special crowd control unit not to use its most powerful tools like stun grenades on the rioters. Many officers were also using defective or expired equipment, which led to shattered riot shields and other problems that caused officers to be injured. Some lawmakers say the largest problem of them all was the failure to identify the threat ahead of time, which would have allowed the force to be better prepared.
I think that it's really important that as we talk about domestic terrorism and violent extremism from white supremacy, that we remember to address the root issues, that we need to do the policing work that the FBI and the Department of Justice need to be doing the legwork ahead of time to identify threats so that it never gets to be the kind of situation that we saw here on January 6th. We know that there was an intelligence failure.
The Capitol Police Department released a statement responding to the report that reads in part, the department fully agrees with many of the recommendations it has received from the Office of the Inspector General and Task Force to date. It is important to note that nearly all of the recommendations require significant resources the department does not have. The Capitol Police never intended to release the internal report, saying it is law enforcement sensitive. However, media outlets were able to obtain it today. This report comes as Capitol Police and the force is experiencing a lack of morale, as exhausted officers have been working extra shifts and forced overtime following the insurrection. The Inspector General is scheduled to testify before the House Administration Committee tomorrow.